to my channel. My name is Juliana. Today I filmed this really fun hot pink and orangey cut crease for you guys. I really hope you enjoy. Please make sure to comment, subscribe, and like this video. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so today for this look we're going to be using the Morphe 35B palette. I started off, I've already done my eyebrows using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Blonde, and I've concealed and set my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. First I'm going to go in with this light pink shade on my Morphe E13 and just start buffing that in my crease and using it as my transition shade. I'm going to go in with my Morphe M433 and the light orange kind of coral shade, and I'm going to blend that throughout my crease. Now I'm going to go in with my Luxie 231 small taper blending brush, and I'm going to go in with the hot pink and actually I'm going to go in with the more red coral shade and then the purpley shade. With all these lights on, it's super hot in the room and I can't have the fan on or else it'll be like a really bad background noise. So just let you know that I'm like suffering right now just for you. I'm going to go back in with the Morphe E13 brush that we used first and that light pink shade just to make sure this is all blending cohesively. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but there we go. So now that we have a nice pink eye, we're going to go in back with that Luxie brush and we're going to use the I'm going to explain it, it's like a very hot purpley pink. And we're going to keep that strictly in the crease. This is just going to add a little bit more dimension. Alright, now I'm going to go back in with the Morphe M433 and the coral shade and make sure that the coral can still peek through at the top. Alright, so now I'm happy with that. I'm going to go in with my Morphe M431 and this dark purple plum shade at the bottom. And I'm going to use that to start defining the crease, and then after that we'll use concealer to actually cut the crease. I'm also going to go in with a little bit of the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills and use a little bit of Love Letter. They're pretty similar in color, I just feel like Love Letter is a little bit more intense. Alright, now that I'm satisfied with how that looks, I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and this 226 smudger brush by Zoeva, and I am going to cut the crease. There's a lot of different ways to do this. A lot of people do kind of like a wing, some people do a half cut crease, but I'm going to do a full cut crease. I'm going to do a full cut crease across my lid. Okay, so I really like the way this cut crease turned out. I'm going to now set it with the white eyeshadow in the Morphe palette, and I'll be right back. Okay, so originally I was just going to set it using the white eyeshadow, but I decided instead I'm going to go in with Vermeer from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. I'm going to wet my brush a little bit and then use that shimmery shadow to further cut the lid. Alright, so there we go. I personally like to go back in with the brush I used to define my crease. And with the same color, just kind of lightly blend those two lines. That's not really the purpose of the cut crease, but for this look, I like it a little bit better. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with my Morphe E27 and just give that a little blend. All over. Jawbone. I'm using this little brush. This is... Oh. I'm using this little brush from the brand Cala, C-A-L-A. This was the first makeup brush I ever owned, and it's my favorite. I absolutely love it. And I'm going to take Tempera from the Modern Renaissance palette and just highlight my brow bone. Alright, now I'm happy with how that looks, so I'm going to go and do the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm back with both of my eyes done. As you can see, we had some fallout under our eyes, so I'm just going to take a cotton pad and some micellar water. Okay, and now that's that. Now that that's all cleaned up, we're going to go in with eyeliner. I'm using the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner, and I got a brand new one. Look at this. New one, nice and shiny. Old one, dry and gross. So I'm really happy about this, and I'm going in with the Zoeva 317 wing liner brush. Now that we're done with liner, I'm going to go in with my Cocoa lashes in the style Goddess. These are pretty crazy, but they're so beautiful. I love them a lot. Okay, now that I've probably just edited out like 8 minutes of me trying to get these lashes on, we're going to put some mascara on our real lashes to make them blend better, and then we're also going to hide the lash band with another layer of gel liner. My absolute favorite mascara for like the past 6 months has been the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Original Mascara. It's so good, and a lot of people ask me like, you're so good at makeup, why don't you ever wear it? And it's like, I don't wear makeup because I want to look pretty. I wear makeup because it's fun for me. Obviously if I have a special event, like, it's fun for me to put my makeup on, but like every day, that's not so fun. And like, you tell me how wearing this out every day is going to go over with the public. Okay, so now that we're mostly done with eyes, good news is we can finally move on to our face. So I'm going to be using, I'm going to prime my face using a Too Faced Hangover Primer. This stuff is really good. I just use one pump. It smells like kind of coconutty, but it's super moisturizing, and I love that about it. Alright, now I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever HD Stick Foundation. Let me zoom you out really quick. Honestly, I've seen everybody on YouTube using this foundation, and I didn't think I'd really like a stick foundation, but this is super nice. I definitely want to try out the Hourglass one sometime. I will say, like, this is super full coverage, which I like about it, but it's definitely a little cakey sometimes. But I guess it depends on how much you use, which could be my downfall right there. I'm going to take my Beauty Blender and start blending it in. The thing I hate about doing my eyebrows before foundation is getting to blend around them. Bye, Mom. She's on the way to pick up my dog from the groomer. Thank goodness. My dog's name is Rocky. He's a Chihuahua Terrier mix. And he gets super fluffy if we don't shave him like regularly. And he's like not as cute. And I also don't like to pet him as much when he has long hair. Now my nose is really itchy. This happens every time. But now I think we're nice and blended. I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm in the shade Light. Honestly, I think that I should get the shade Fair because this like pretty much matches me. I like want to use it to highlight. But when I went to Ulta to get it the first time, they were sold out of Fair. And so I'm almost out of this. So I think next time I will go and get the Fair shade. If I break out, like I don't get too many zits around my face, but when I do, I get a beard around. That's too much. I break out around my mouth, and it's like, it's just not cool. Just not cool. Okay, so now I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me concealers in the shade 10 and 15. You tell me. 15 is on the bottom, but I definitely feel like it's lighter. Kind of weird. So when I look up, I can feel my eyelashes on my eyebrow. That's how I know we have good hair, ladies. Okay, now I think we have a pretty flawless face. I'm liking the way this looks. I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in the shade Translucent. I have been using this powder, like it's the only powder I've used for like 4 years. And like, in all honesty, I need to expand, but it's so good and it's like $3. So I just love it. And I'm just going to set it all over my face. Okay, and then I did this backwards because I didn't think I was going to, but I'm going to bake using my Kobe Airspun powder. You can get this at Walmart for like $3. It's super good if you don't want to pay for like a really pricey one. I also like to bake my forehead and my nose and chin because I feel like it gets rid of like a lot of the texture I have, like pores and stuff. But maybe that's just me. But definitely give it a try if you are into that. Now that we're done with our concealer, I want to go back and finish the eyes because it kind of bothers me a little bit. So let me zoom you back in. I'm going to go into the Modern Renaissance palette, and we're going to be using the orangey shades in here. So I'm going to first start off with Burnt Orange. And using Burnt Orange, I'm going to take that underneath my lash line. And make sure to pick up a lot of this because we want this orange to be really pigmented. I'm going to use my Zoeva brush 230, which is the pencil brush. And I'm going to go in with Raw Sienna and blend that closer to my lash line. And then I'm going to go using that same brush. I'm going to use a little bit of Relgar right here. Alright, then I'm going to highlight my inner corner using Vermeer again and this small Real Techniques brush and highlight my inner corner. It's already pretty highlighted from when I first applied this color, but we're just going to go over it again. Okay, now I'm happy with the shadow. I'm going to use that Maybelline gel eyeliner and put it in my waterline and my lower lash line. Alright, now my eyes are watering. Yay. And then I'm going to go back in with my mascara and put it on the lower lash line. Alright, so we're going to go in with our Morphe M523 and our butter bronzer from that's so hard to say, Physicians Formula. This is like the #1 bronzer right now. It smells like coconut Hawaiian-ness. I'm just going to bronze using that. This is really great if you have lighter skin. Maybe it might not do too much if you are really dark, but I love this bronzer a lot. Now we're going to go in with our Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. And I don't know if I told you guys this story already, but when I ordered this while I was up at school, I ordered one, and I also like ordered the Urban Decay setting spray. But when I received the package, I was like, man, this is like so heavy for what I ordered. Like, I got one palette in a bottle. And I opened it up and there was a box within a box. And they'd sent me 6 of the Kat Von D Shading Light palettes. 6 of these. And I was like, well, somebody made a huge mistake. So I was telling my friends, and they're like, keep them, but honestly, I felt kind of bad about it if I kept it, so I like emailed customer service. They promised me that they wouldn't throw them away, and I returned them, but it was really cool because they gave me 500 like reward points, which was nice, so hopefully I'll get that VIV membership soon at Sephora. Alright, now I'm going to use my Milani blush in Luminoso and my Morphe E4 brush to blush my cheeks. Alright, next I am going to use Champagne Pop from Becca and Jaclyn Hill and my Morphe R36 brush and highlight. I'm going to use the Kylie Lip Kit in Cocoa K. Here we're going to get some model shots.